Hey everybody! In the next 5 minutes, we're going to make sure that you are prepared to handle the unit assessment done through Pear Deck. So here I am in Pear Deck. I've already entered the join code, and I'm going to say, meh, I'm kind of okay today. You don't actually have to do that, but it's fun for us to see how you're feeling before you take the test. Now, one of the things you're going to have to notice is this is a student-paced exam. So down here at the bottom, you can see that you can go forward and backwards through the slides as you need to. It is student-paced. That allows you to do the things you need to do as you need to do them and reference prior slides to get the information you might need. Now, one of the things we're going to ask you to do is draw a scatter plot. Notice it says make sure we can see the dots. So one of the things you're going to have to do is on the sizer, make sure the dots are a reasonable size, but not so big that we can't deal with it. Now, I need to make a scatter plot of this, and I only have 5 minutes of video time for the free version, so I'm not going to spend a lot of time making it. You know what? I think that dot's going to be too small once I draw my line. So I'm going to come back and try it again. The first dot was at 0.60, then it would have been at 170, and I'm going to come over here to like 794 because I want to be able to say, okay, that looks pretty good. It says draw a line of best fit. So what I'm going to ask you to do is use the line tool and size it down so that it's a fairly small line. And now if I try to draw a line of best fit, I can still see my dots. On the next slide, it says looking back at the last slide, write an equation. So I can look back at the last slide and figure out, oh, look, it looks like it had a y-intercept of 60, and it looks like it went up 20 and over to 4. So 20 divided by 4 is 5. So I can write my equation over here in the text box as y equals 5x plus the y-intercept of 60. So that's what we're going to be asking you to do. Notice your scatter plot doesn't show up here. You're going to have to make sure that you are going back to where you need it to be. Moving forward, on this one, I'm asking you to do a two-way table. Now, in the two-way table, you're given information about it, but it says use text boxes to complete the table. So I'm going to have to enter the text box and put in the information. Out of 140 houses surveyed, so that's my total, I can just type the number 140. Then it said 75 had a dog. Here's the has a dog. I can come here and say, all right, with the text box, 75 have a dog. Then it says 40 of the houses that had dogs also had cats. So here's the places that have a dog. Here's the places that have a cat. So I'm going to put in here the 40. Now, if I don't like where it's at, I can move it up and make it look prettier. 25 houses had neither a dog nor a cat. So no matter where you're putting this stuff, you can enter it. You can move it where you need it to move, whatever you need to do. From there, I can use subtraction to figure out what numbers would go in the other places. So if I needed to find things like this one, I could easily find it. I could easily find out over here and here by subtraction. So all of these spaces I could enter with subtraction. Now, other tools you're going to need to be able to do is things like determine the mean, median, and mode, and you'll just answer it over here in the text box. If we're asking for 3 things, then you're going to have to type 3 things, median and mode. So you'll enter the information. Another interactive feature we have is this one, where you're asked to drag these lines to specific spots. For example, drag the red line to the mean. Well, I calculated that in the last slide, so I can easily do that. The blue line to the median, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So I can drag this to the median pretty easily, and the yellow line to the mode. So I can drag that. Now, when you're at the end, remember, all of your stuff is already being recorded. So you can just leave the Pear Deck and be done. Hope that helps.